Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're diving into a topic that could change the course of your life. Learning to think like a millionaire. But I'm not talking about the millionaires you might see in the media. I'm talking about the real millionaires. The ones who think differently, who operate on a higher level of thought. Their mindset is what drives their success. And it's time to embrace that mindset yourself. So what does it mean to think like a millionaire? It starts with recognizing that it's not about how much you make, it's about how you think. Millionaires think differently from the average person. Their approach to life, their habits, and their decision-making processes are all designed to produce wealth, happiness, and growth. If you want to be financially free, you must first break free from the limits of your current thinking. Start thinking big. Start acting with confidence and purpose. You're not going to get where you want to go with small thoughts and small actions. Millionaires aren't afraid to fail. They use failures as stepping stones to success. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. This is the mindset that leads to greater wealth, not just in money, but in life itself. They also understand the importance of leverage, how to use their time, resources, and networks to expand their potential. But it starts with believing you can achieve more, being willing to invest in yourself, and learning to use your mind as the most powerful tool for success. So today, let's start the journey of thinking like a millionaire. Make a commitment to yourself that you're going to stop thinking small, stop doubting yourself, and begin to think at a higher level. Millionaires believe that there are unlimited opportunities out there for those who are willing to find them. They don't live in scarcity. There's always more to learn, grow, and achieve. Shift your perspective from "there's not enough." Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Millionaires know that consistent effort, no matter how small, leads to big results over time. Develop habits that will keep you moving forward every single day. Time is valuable, but your time isn't the only resource. Millionaires understand how to leverage money, people, and systems to increase their productivity and impact. Don't just work hard, work smart. You will fail. The key is to fail forward. Every setback is a lesson that will get you closer to your goal. Millionaires take responsibility for their mistakes, learn from them, and bounce back stronger. Millionaires are constantly learning. They read books, attend seminars, listen to podcasts, and surround themselves with people who are smarter than them. Invest in your knowledge and personal development. It's the most valuable asset you can own. Wealth isn't built by playing it safe all the time. Millionaires know how to assess risk and take strategic steps that move them forward, even if the outcome isn't guaranteed. Don't fear risk. Manage it wisely. Millionaires know exactly what they want. They don't wander through life. They have a clear, unshakable vision of where they're going and how they're going to get there. Define your purpose and set your course, and keep your eyes on the prize. Millionaires don't chase money, they chase opportunities. They know that time is their most valuable resource. Make decisions that allow you to multiply your time and let money follow. Your network is your net worth. Millionaires spend time with people who challenge them, inspire them, and push them to grow. Choose your circle wisely because they will either lift you up or pull you down. Success doesn't happen overnight. Millionaires keep going even when things aren't working out. They understand that persistence and consistency are the keys to success. Don't stop. Keep pushing forward even when it feels like you're not making progress. Imagine for a moment that the universe is full of endless opportunities. There is no limit to what you can achieve, and there is no shortage of success. Now, think about how you approach your day. Do you walk through life believing there's only so much to go around, that resources are scarce? Or do you see life as an abundant place, full of infinite possibilities? When you adopt an abundant mindset, you shift your thinking from "I can't" to "I can," and there's more where that came from. It's about believing that there's always enough for everyone, that there are always new chances, new doors to open, new challenges to conquer. The moment you stop thinking in terms of limitations is the moment your life begins to change. You begin to operate on a higher level. Embrace the abundance that exists in your life right now, and you'll start to see it show up everywhere. You'll notice that the people around you begin to reflect that abundance, that new opportunities start to present themselves, and that you move through life with a sense of confidence, knowing that you're never without what you need. You attract what you believe. And remember, abundance doesn't just happen by wishing for it. It happens by choosing to believe that you deserve it and then going out and creating it. It's about waking up every day with the mindset that your best days are ahead of you. The abundant mindset is the cornerstone of success. Once you embrace it, there's no telling what you'll achieve. Self-discipline is the foundation of all achievement. It's the silent force behind every great success story, the trait that separates those who dream from those who do. Anyone can have a vision or a great idea, but it's the ability to stick with it day in and day out that turns dreams into reality. The truth is, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What truly makes the difference is how we choose to use those hours. It's not about motivation that comes and goes. It's about making the choice to stay consistent, to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it, even when things get tough. That's where self-discipline comes in. You see, self-discipline is not about forcing yourself to do something you hate. It's about making the choice to do the things that will benefit you even when it's hard or inconvenient. It's the ability to stay focused on your goals, to keep your commitments, and to continue moving forward when the world around you may be distracting or discouraging. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can achieve in a year, a decade, or a lifetime. The key to long-term success lies in the small, daily actions that compound over time. It's about committing to the habits, routines, and disciplines that build the life you want, even when the results aren't immediate. The first step is to develop a sense of personal responsibility. Take full ownership of your actions. Stop blaming the economy, your circumstances, or anyone else for where you are. The power to change your life is in your hands. The moment you own your choices, you take back control. And that is when real transformation starts. Self-discipline also means learning how to say no to distractions, to temptations, to the things that don't serve your goals. It means saying yes to those things that push you toward growth, even if they're uncomfortable. In the moment, it might feel like a sacrifice, but the return on that investment is always worth it. It's easy to fall into the trap of instant gratification, but real success doesn't come from quick wins. It comes from the ability to delay gratification, to focus on the long-term rewards instead of short-term pleasure. Every time you practice self-discipline, you're choosing to invest in your future self. You're saying, I believe in my vision enough to do what it takes, no matter what. Self-discipline also requires patience. Results don't come overnight, but with consistent effort, you will see progress. And when you do, it will feel all the more rewarding because you earned it. You have to trust in the process and keep moving forward, even when things don't look like they're changing fast enough. Remember this, the road to success is paved with discipline. It's not the big grand gestures that lead to success. It's the small, consistent actions you take every day that will get you where you want to go. Master your habits, and you master your future. So ask yourself, what do I need to commit to today? What can I do right now to begin building the discipline that will carry me through to success? The power is in your hands, and with discipline, there's nothing you can't achieve. Leverage is one of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal, but is also one of the most misunderstood. Too many people spend their time working harder, hoping that more effort will somehow lead to more results. But the real secret isn't in working harder, it's in working smarter by harnessing the power of leverage. The ability to make your time, money, and efforts work for you is what separates those who struggle from those who thrive. When you think about leverage, think of it like using a lever to move a heavy object. The lever itself may be small, but with the right placement, it can lift something far heavier than the human body could ever move on its own. In life, leverage works the same way. You don't have to do everything yourself. You can multiply your efforts by finding the right tools, systems, and people to help you achieve more than you could ever accomplish on your own. The first form of leverage is time. We all have 24 hours in a day, and you can only do so much on your own in that time. The trick is to stop trading all of your time for money. Instead, learn to leverage your time by finding ways to get more done without adding more hours to your day. This can mean delegating tasks, automating processes, or simply learning how to focus your time on high-value activities that move you closer to your goals. Another form of leverage is money. Wealthy individuals understand that it's not just about how much money you make, it's about how you use the money you have. They use their money as leverage to acquire assets, build businesses, and invest in opportunities that will pay off in the future. Rather than being a slave to their paycheck, they make their money work for them. If you want to build wealth, you must learn to make smart investments that grow over time instead of just working for your next paycheck. But the most powerful form of leverage is people. You can't do it alone. It's about surrounding yourself with talented individuals who complement your skills and abilities. If you want to build a successful business, for example, you need a team that is as committed as you are. They bring different skills, ideas, and energy to the table. They help you scale your efforts and take your vision further than you could alone. Leverage isn't just about using people, it's about bringing the right people together and creating a dynamic, collaborative effort that moves everyone forward. You also need to understand the power of information as leverage. In today's world, we have access to more knowledge than ever before. The key is learning how to tap into that information effectively so you don't waste time reinventing the wheel. Leverage the knowledge and wisdom of others by learning from the best. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars. Use every tool available to expand your knowledge and shorten your path to success. And don't forget about the leverage you have in your habits and systems. Systems allow you to replicate success. They take out the guesswork, reduce errors, and give you a clear process to follow. The wealthy don't just rely on luck, they rely on systems that allow them to execute their vision without having to start from scratch every time. You need to build systems that free up your time and energy so you can focus on what really matters. Leverage works when you understand that success doesn't come from doing everything yourself. It comes from multiplying your efforts, using the resources available to you, and surrounding yourself with the right tools and people. The more you leverage, the greater your potential becomes. But here's the key. You must be strategic. You must understand where to place your efforts and how to get the highest return on that investment. In the end, leverage allows you to go farther, faster, and with less effort. It's the key to achieving more than you ever thought possible. Start thinking about how you can use leverage in your own life, whether it's your time, your money, your people, or your knowledge, and you'll start to see just how much power you truly have. Setbacks. Everyone faces them, but few understand their true value. When life doesn't go according to plan, most people see it as a sign to stop or give up, but the successful know a different truth. Setbacks aren't obstacles. They're opportunities. They're lessons in disguise sent to teach you something that will help you grow and eventually achieve your goals. Every setback, no matter how painful, holds within it a lesson that can move you closer to success, but only if you choose to look for that lesson. If you see setbacks as failures or signs that you're not cut out for success, you'll miss the opportunity to learn and improve. However, if you take a step back and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to get better? You'll unlock the power of these experiences. Think about it. The most successful people in the world didn't get to where they are by having a smooth, uninterrupted path. No, they encountered failures, challenges, and disappointments along the way. But instead of letting those moments define them, they allowed them to refine them. Every time they stumbled, they got back up, dusted themselves off, and asked, what can I learn from this that will make me stronger? You've probably heard the phrase, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, the truth is, what doesn't kill you can teach you valuable lessons that can lead you to greater success if you let it. A setback is simply feedback. Feedback that reveals your weaknesses, your blind spots, or areas where you need to improve. But feedback isn't something to be afraid of. It's your chance to adjust, to recalibrate, to become better. In those moments of challenge, instead of feeling defeated, ask yourself, what can I control right now? Most of the time, the answer lies within you, your attitude, your mindset, and the actions you take. You can't always control external circumstances, but you can always control how you respond. If you choose to respond with resilience and a willingness to learn, you'll find that setbacks are simply stepping stones to a brighter future. What you learn from a setback will often be more valuable than anything you could have learned from success alone. Success can be comforting, it feels good, but it doesn't push you to grow in the same way that failure does. When you succeed, it's easy to think you've got it all figured out. But when you fail, that's when you really learn what you're made of. That's when you discover your true strengths and weaknesses, and that's when you build the skills, knowledge, and resilience that will carry you forward. It's also important to remember that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. They don't mean you're on the wrong path, they just mean you're human. It's how you respond to those setbacks that makes all the difference. If you see them as insurmountable roadblocks, you'll be stuck. But if you see them as opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow, you'll be unstoppable. So the next time you face a setback, don't get discouraged. Don't let it shake your belief in your potential. Instead, look for the lesson it's offering you. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can this make me better? When you start to embrace setbacks as learning opportunities, you'll find that your path to success becomes clearer, stronger, and more rewarding. The journey is never without its challenges, but it's in overcoming those challenges that you become the person you were always meant to be. Personal growth is the most valuable investment you can make. You can invest in stocks, real estate, or other assets, but nothing compares to the return on investment that comes from improving yourself. The more you invest in your mind, your skills, and your character, the more your life will expand. When you commit to personal growth, you're not just increasing your knowledge or learning a new skill, you're setting yourself up for a future that is richer, more fulfilling, and more successful. The best part about personal growth is that it's an investment with compounded interest. Every new idea, every new skill, every piece of wisdom you gain compounds over time. The more you learn, the better you become. And the more you become, the more value you can add to your own life and the lives of others. Personal growth is a lifelong journey, and the return on that investment doesn't just come in dollars. It comes in the form of confidence, opportunity, and the ability to influence and inspire others. If you want to improve your financial situation, your relationships, or your career, the first place to start is within yourself. The results you see in your outer world are simply reflections of the work you've done within. If you're not happy with your results, it's time to look inward. Every great achievement starts with a decision to improve, to get better, to be more. One of the most powerful tools in personal growth is reading. Reading books that challenge your thinking, that expose you to new ideas, and that provide wisdom from those who've already walked the path of success is one of the most valuable ways you can invest in yourself. Books are like shortcuts. They allow you to take advantage of the knowledge, experiences, and insights of others without having to go through the trial and error yourself. The more you read, the more you learn, and the more you grow. But personal growth isn't just about accumulating knowledge. It's about applying what you learn. You can read all the books in the world, but if you don't take action on that knowledge, it's useless. Growth comes from the ability to take what you've learned and put it into practice. It's about shifting from thinking to doing. The lessons you learn become powerful only when you take them off the page and start living them in your everyday life. Another important part of personal growth is developing your mindset. Your mindset shapes how you perceive the world and how you approach challenges. If you believe that growth is a constant, that there's always something new to learn, you will keep growing no matter what obstacles come your way. But if you have a fixed mindset, if you believe that who you are today is all you'll ever be, then you've closed yourself off to the endless possibilities that come with growth. You can always learn something new, and every experience, whether it's good or bad, is an opportunity to grow. Investing in your growth also means developing your emotional intelligence. It's not just about being smart. It's about being aware of your emotions, understanding the emotions of others, and using that awareness to navigate life in a more effective way. Strong relationships, both personal and professional, are built on emotional intelligence. The better you understand yourself and others, the more influence you'll have, and the more successful you'll become in every area of life. Personal growth also requires developing the discipline to continue even when things get tough. It's easy to grow when things are going well, but growth happens at a much deeper level when you push through challenges. That's when you build resilience, persistence, and the strength to keep going. The road to success is rarely straight, but it's your commitment to growth that will carry you through the obstacles. And remember, the investment in yourself is the one that pays the highest dividends. Unlike other investments, this one isn't dependent on the market or external factors. It's always within your control. Every hour you spend learning, developing, and improving yourself is an hour well spent. The more you grow, the more you can give to others, and the more you can contribute to the world around you. When you invest in your personal growth, you set yourself up for a future of limitless possibilities. You open doors to new opportunities, new relationships, and a new level of success that you may have never thought possible. So make the decision today to invest in yourself. Commit to your growth and watch as your life transforms in ways you'd never imagined. Taking calculated risks is one of the most powerful ways to move forward in life. You see, the world rewards those who are willing to step out of their comfort zone, who are brave enough to take a chance, and who understand that while risk involves uncertainty, it also offers enormous potential for growth and reward. But here's the key. It's not about taking blind risks. It's about making informed, intelligent decisions that have the potential to pay off. Many people live their entire lives in the safety of the known, stuck in what's comfortable and familiar. They avoid taking risks because they fear failure, or they believe that playing it safe will bring them security. But security isn't found in avoiding risk. It's found in knowing how to manage and embrace it. If you want to build wealth, grow your business, or achieve anything significant, you'll need to take some risks along the way. But these aren't reckless, impulsive decisions. They're calculated risks, where the potential upside far outweighs the downside. Calculated risks are about making decisions based on knowledge, research, and understanding. You take the time to weigh the possible outcomes and prepare yourself for both success and failure. You understand the stakes, and you consider the consequences of both acting and not acting. It's about assessing the risk with a clear mind, gathering the information you need, and making an informed decision rather than letting fear or uncertainty hold you back. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that avoiding risk will keep them safe. But the reality is, playing it too safe can actually be riskier than taking a well-thought-out chance. The world doesn't reward those who stand still. To achieve great things, you must be willing to step out and take a chance. The trick is to reduce that risk by making sure you've done your homework. Know your numbers, know your market, know your strengths and weaknesses, and only then, with all that information in hand, make your move. When you take calculated risks, you give yourself the opportunity to grow. Yes, there's the possibility of failure, but failure is never final. It's always an opportunity to learn. In fact, some of the most successful people you'll ever meet have failed multiple times before they succeeded. The difference is they didn't fear failure. They understood that failure is just part of the journey. When you take a calculated risk, you understand that success isn't guaranteed, but neither is failure. The key is to look at each risk as a learning experience, regardless of the outcome. It's also important to realize that calculated risk doesn't mean doing something reckless or without preparation. It means carefully considering all factors, understanding what's at stake, and knowing your limits. Don't jump into something without the knowledge or resources to back you up. But when you've prepared yourself, when you've done your due diligence, then go ahead and take that chance. The more you practice this, the more confident you'll become in your ability to make smart decisions and trust your judgment. Risk taker isn't about always winning. It's about increasing your chances of success by making better, smarter choices. When you take a calculated risk, you put yourself in a position to gain, to grow, and to move forward. But you don't just take any risk. You take the risk that aligns with your goals, your values, and your vision. You take the risk that, even if it doesn't immediately work out, will bring you closer to where you want to be. Some people may say that they can't afford to take risks. The truth is, they can't afford not to. Stagnation is often the greatest risk of all. Without taking chances, without pushing the boundaries of what's possible, you'll never know just how much you're capable of achieving. Calculated risks are the key to unlocking potential, both in business and in life. They require courage, intelligence, and a willingness to embrace the unknown, but they also offer the potential for incredible rewards. So don't be afraid to take risks, but take them wisely. Be prepared, be strategic, and most importantly, take action. Because in the end, it's those who dare to take the calculated risks that shape their futures and ultimately create the success they desire.